It is 3:04 in the afternoon on February 4th, 2022. And Linda and I just got back from Walmart. It was a little touch and go. In some places, the roads are still real slick. And when you're on ice, you don't need to be driving 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. And on the way over there, we went on Primrose Road. It wasn't completely. I turned and then realized after we got on it, I should have gone through town. I went through town coming back out to the farm, but it was slick. And there was a guy behind me in some kind of black SUV, and I mean, he was just a whooping and a spurring. He was right on my bumper, so we turned off and went on Hanover Road 2 miles to get to the Highway 7. Lots of idiots there too. And got to Walmart, parked, went in, and Linda brought me out an electric cart to ride around in there. We got most of the things we needed to get. I'm pleased to report she got some bird seed for little birds. What in the world is that? Oh, okay, never mind. The electricity never went off. We never had to use the generator. It's nice and warm in here. I'm in the office. I'll be going to the house here shortly. Well, those of you who watch my vlog know I'm in the office. And we got Play-Doh so we don't end up with a Play-Doh emergency, and I had to put some money on my burner card from Walmart. I pay all of our entertainment fees off of that card, and it got depleted down. I don't like using a bank card for that. I use a burner debit card. And we got some trail mix. Linda was going to put it in there, and I don't know why I didn't let her do it. Cajun trail mix. I should have let her put it in the jar. I have a jar. I keep trail mix for snacks. I spilt trail mix all over my desk. Hang on, y'all. I gotta... Oh. What did I just do? I shouldn't have done that, but I'm impulsive, compulsive, and I had trail mix sitting on top of my keyboard. I just bought that thing about, a month ago or 3 weeks ago. It's a brand new Hewlett-Packard keyboard that matches this computer setup. I don't like mix and matching parts. A lot of people think that's just silly. Not a lot of people, but I've had some friends comment, well, it doesn't make any difference. You can go get those ONN keyboards and stuff, and they work just fine. Let me explain something. I don't have normal computers. Mine are custom built, and if I do not do the, hang on. That's what I've got to look forward to when this all thaws out, is an abundance of cedar pollen. Right now it's kind of sequestered due to the ice and snow. Getting back to the subject at hand though, if you mix and match on more expensive computers, what happens is it invariably causes glitches to take place, and I've had that happen before. It's not that I think I'm some kind of big shot. I don't. It's just that I worked way too hard and way too long to get the equipment I've got, and I'm not going to jeopardize it by trying to cheap out on stuff. I have friends that do that, and I've got probably the best tech guy, computer guy on the planet. His name's Neil Mayo. He's actually a friend of mine. His dad's a friend of mine. But Neil is just superb at what he does. I'd put him up against anybody. He keeps me going, and I hope to end up making money off of all this. And that brings me to my film truck. I've got a flat on it, on the left rear, driver's side rear tire. Benjamin couldn't seem to get his air compressor working to where he could air it up. Nick's is in the storage building, and he's not in the mood to put it together. So I went and bought me a cheap one, $30 plus tax. And it's not a cigarette lighter. You plug it into 120, but I'll run an extension cord out there, get one of the boys to, and air that thing up and squirt some water on it and see where it's leaking. But I need to get new tires. I just haven't done that yet. Haven't had the time to take the tires off the truck, the wheels off the truck, and run down to Ardmore and have new ones put on it. As a matter of fact, when I get off of here, I'm going to be calling down and talking to Tammy and seeing what, well, I don't know what size they use. I'll have to do that later. I may end up using Rod over at the Tire Doctor over here in Davis. He's a really good guy, and it's a lot closer, and I can just drive the truck over there and have him do it right there. And but I'm slowly but surely getting everything situated. I got to wire the inverter. It's a big one into the van. That way, if I have to air a tire up, I can. I'll have an air compressor right there inside the truck. It's small. Well, let me see if she brought it in. Yep, she sure did. The beast is small. It's heavy. 120 volt inflator is what they call it right there. It weighs probably 20 pounds. It says 4-minute fill time, glow in the dark pressure gauge, quick connect. I can't read all that. Quick connect valve adapter, 24-inch air hose. But if you're running a extension cord out there, it doesn't matter. And these Hyper Tough tools seem to be pretty good. 140 watts. Maximum pressure 130 pounds per square inch. Okay, it'll work just fine. I've just got to get a hold of Nick. When we were coming home, he was parked up on the corner by our farm, evidently making a phone call. He gets better reception up there. And it's just a matter of expediency that he goes up there. He doesn't get good reception down here. I get fairly good reception, even though I got a cheaper cell phone than he's got. He's got an expensive one. and I'll just keep it. I just love that old phone. Like I said, a friend of mine sent me a case for it. I just keep doing what I got to do, and trying to get that old truck on the road. I'll have to find the tire size, and Monday or Tuesday I'll call Rod and see if he's got some or what he can order them for, and take it over there and have him swap them out. And other than that, that's about the extent of what I've been doing, running here and there. I'm hoping everybody that's watching this is doing okay, that you've stayed warm, and I think this winter storm has moved out. I know it's moved out here. Linda found a deal last night on her computer where they had tornadoes from it in Alabama, and some people got hurt, I think, and a lot of property damage. I really I hate that. And on Facebook I showed a picture of across from our house that way is a mountain, and due north that way is a mountain. We've got kind of a giant L around us, and that's where most of the storms come from, or those two directions, northwest or southwest and south, and they go from down in there and head up northeast. So it really does offer us some protection from tornadoes, even though you get a little nervous sometimes. And Nick's buying a pickup here next week or the week after that needs a motor, and we'll get a motor hoist and pull the engine and transmission out of his van, and then he's going to be using that van as a storm shelter. And that sounds stupid, but what we do is just go ahead and find a place, borrow my oldest adopted son Dale's backhoe, and clean out a spot, put it in there, and build a big dirt berm over it, and cut in. Our property goes like this down toward I-35, and so we'll just find a place and make a storm shelter with it. It's been done a lot in the past. We're going to do it again. And just find a way to go over the windows with plywood, just zip it right into the walls of the van. And you know, when I was a kid, the only person I knew that had a concrete storm shelter was my grandfather, Virgil Lance, and he built that one. What they did, they dug down into the ground behind his house at 523 or 623 Gulf Street, and in Hilton, Healdton, Hilton, and he and his brothers, they got in there with shovels. Now this is going to blow your mind, and dug that out. And they, by hand, poured concrete for a floor. They concrete reinforced it with some chain link fence, and got it up off the ground about 2 inches. And they poured a 6-inch slab down there. And then what they did is on the inside of it, they came in about 2 feet. And they started laying cinder blocks, and they laid them up on all 4 sides and left an area for the steps to get down into it. And then they went ahead and they put rebar and whatever else metal they could find, and they mixed a real soupy concrete, poured it down in those cinder blocks and let that dry. And then Papa Virgil's brother Shorty climbed down in there, and he slathered coal tar all the way around between the dirt and the cinder block walls to make it extra waterproof. And after they got all that done, he went ahead and they built forms and they poured a reinforced 8-inch slab on top with a vent, and then they put steps and all that. That thing was hell for stout. And come on in, I'm doing my vlog. It's Aurora, my beautiful granddaughter. What are you doing?
I needed to ask if I can use the hose.
I don't see why not.
Okay. I was just worried that it might like be frozen or something, so if I
It might be, I don't know. Where's your dad?
Probably in his room.
Is his truck there?
He parked it up by the gate so that whenever it comes time for him to go to work tomorrow, he'll be able to get out.
Our gate or up on the road? Go get him to come in here. I need to talk to him.
Okay. Ouch.
That is a good girl that just left in here. And Purdy, too. I'll just have to deal with all the boys. She's back in school and loving it. The other kid, her brothers are back in school. Her cousin, Zara Rose, is back in school, and they're all loving it. Anyway. They poured this slab on there and put a vent in and all that. Now, he had the only concrete storm shelter that I knew of when I was a kid. Now, everybody else and everyone else in my family on my mama's side and my daddy's side back then, down in Hilton, Ringland, all this area down here, they did a root cellar. And they'd dig out a big old hole, and they would take bridge timbers over the top, and they'd put a vent up there, and they would just make basically a root cellar. The fancier ones had bridge timber walls, and they would put gravel on the floor, and they would have steps they'd cut into the dirt. Kind of like a sod house back in the 1800s. And there's still some of those around. And the reason we don't do that here, and we might, I don't know, but like I said, I got these two mountains that block inclement weather. And then my best friend Jerry's house, his garage is an underground garage. We can always run up there and get in his freighty hole. But, and my oldest adopted son Dale has a downstairs underground bedroom at his house, his cabin up there a block away. So it's all doable. I don't know if we're really going to do that or not. We can try. Now, I'm sorry about an extremely long or extremely short vlog today, Mom. I'll show you. I bought, that is a cheap gig bag right there. I haven't put the guitar in it. I had Brandon bring it out. It cost $24, tax and all. The R.W. Jameson, this is their guitar strings. I'm on my vlog right now. I'll be off in just a minute. R.W. Jameson guitar. Pull your chair over, sugar. Excellent guitar, but their gig bag is really cheap, which kind of bothers me. Now, my son Nick just walked into the room. I'm fixing to shut this vlog down. Mom and John, I love you. I hope you're doing well, and I'll try to do a vlog every day since I'm not in YouTube jail anymore. My brother Michael Paul, I hope you're doing well. I hope you got through that winter storm well up there. My friend Chris Kimball in Florida, I hope you're doing well. My buddy Monty, M-O-N-T-Y, I hope you and yours made it through okay. My friend Shelly Dion, I hope your mama's doing okay. I'm still praying for her. David Talaga, I'm still praying for you. Jackie Brill, SANDS, still praying for y'all. Folks, got to get off here. God bless all of you. I love all of you. And like that sign right there says, be kind. It pays eternal dividends. Bye.